Okay, so just as an intro, I wanted to say that I struggled to get my PowerPoint to figure out how to film and present my PowerPoint, so unfortunately I have to improvise without it. So here it goes. My name's Ariel, and I'm doing a speech about Argentine tango and ballroom tango. Can you imagine rose in the teeth, close embrace, passion, tension, grace and beauty? What dance might I be explaining? Tango. You've seen it in movies, maybe even on TV. You might have danced it, or you might want to dance it. Tango has slowly made its way into the public eye, though it's still a bit unknown. I have been studying and dancing Argentine tango since 2005, and today I hope to educate and clarify some differences between ballroom tango and Argentine tango. First, I will go over the differences in the style and the way that they're danced. Then I'll kind of explain some visual differences that are kind of easy to catch. And lastly, I will explain kind of the differences that is seen in the media. First off, there are differences in the way they're danced. Argentine tango is usually improvised. Therefore, when you're learning Argentine tango, it's really all about the technique, not so much about steps or sequences of steps. Ballroom tango is usually danced in competitions and is therefore kind of choreographed and very dramatic with these dramatic pauses and dips and things of that nature. Let's see. Second off, there are some visual differences. As a kind of quick example for my visual aid, the shoes. So this is kind of a typical women's tango shoe. Sometimes it can be closed back. Often it has open toes and the heel is higher. This is kind of a ballroom tango shoe in comparison. The heel is shorter. It usually comes in a little bit less exciting pattern. Sometimes there'll be gems on them. Usually they're closed-toed. The men's shoes are look something like this. The Argentine tango ones are a little bit more exciting colors again, and ballroom ones are usually just black or maybe black and white. Another really big thing visually that you see is the embrace. In Argentine tango, it's all about the embrace. It's kind of about in comfort, and the embrace is dynamic. It can be close or open. Usually you have a nice, comfortable posture. Whereas in ballroom tango, you tend to have this more rigid, kind of like leaning back embrace, and often your elbows are high and it's considered very elegant. Yes, so moving on to my third and last point is talking about tango and the media. So tango is shown up in movies and on TV. In TV shows such as Dancing with the Stars and So You Think You Can Dance, you often see ballroom tango. Dancing with the Stars is kind of shown more Argentine tango and is said this is an Argentine tango category, therefore it's different. However, the professionals are trained in ballroom and don't necessarily know Argentine tango, so often it doesn't really encompass the Argentine tango essence. So you tend to see ballroom style. And it's the same with So You Think You Can Dance. However, there have been some good representations of a more performance Argentine tango. In movies, you tend to see Argentine tango, not so much the ballroom. Some examples of that is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or Scent of a Woman, and they tend to do the dramatic moves that you see a lot more in performance Argentine tango versus social dancing. So now that I've explained some differences between Argentine tango and ballroom tango, I hope that at the very least you yourself can kind of know that there are differences in tango, and maybe you can even recognize it the next time you see it on a movie or TV show.